Yo, what's up guys, Galatians in here. So I'm going to continue on with the story of the end of 2016 and the start of 2017. So, all the way to February, it was my cousin's birthday in February 4th, 2017. And that was the time when my cousin, all the way from El Salvador, Juan, came as a visitor to have a sleepover in our house. So he came with us to Logan's house for his party, and my godparents were surprised to see him because it's been a while since they saw him, or it's been a while since they saw him. I think back in 2010 or 2013. And in his birthday, I had to go to the bathroom and then I had to come back, and like I did like 3 takes for him to say hello. Today is my 11th birthday, and we had to go to the dining room because there was the cake, the presents, the bags, and we had to put candles. We had to tell Logan to sit down in the middle, and we were saying happy birthday. My godfather brought his speaker and like put a happy birthday song, and I was recording that whole thing on my iPad. I don't use my iPad no more because it's not working. So when we put the happy birthday song, everybody started singing happy birthday, and once there was like a catchy song, I started to like move my iPad like this, and then at the end, my mom took a photo of everybody. Logan, I told her to send me the photo, and I blocked the faces of my family members because I don't want to reveal their faces. So when we got to the presents, we went to the living room, and we had a lot of presents on the couch. He was opening all of them, but first he had to open the cards. He got a total of, I think, $100 or $50. But when it was my cousin Franklin's turn to give him the present, it was a controller for a helicopter. My cousin Logan was like, "Oh my god, it's huge!" Like, he was surprised about it. When he got to our present, which was a drone, he wasn't that surprised because he was like, just cool. And then like he thought that Amazon wraps the presents because he saw a card that says like Amazon happy birthday. And we got up to the living room with all of the presents, and he started to set up the drone, and I started to get bored, so I got out and started to end the video with like, hopefully guys you enjoyed the video, and I said I'll see you next time. So in our birthday, I did nothing because I didn't go to school, and I was doing my first live video in LiveMe. I don't use it anymore because I don't know, maybe it was like cringe. But anyway, I got my presents. I got like a Michael Jackson shirt. It doesn't fit me, unfortunately. I got my watch, my G-Shock, it still works, and a mask, like a skull mask. I had no idea that my mom bought that almost a month after, or before it was our birthday. She bought those masks back in January 15th, and on February 14th, she gave us the masks. So when it was about to be nighttime, we started to do happy birthday, and it was with a cookies and cream ice cream cake with Oreos, and it was really delicious, and it had strawberries in it. And when my dad took photos of us, like, we were like near it, and like we would do this like on the cake, and we got our presents, and we said happy, and that was it. And all the way in like a week or a few days later, on a Saturday or Sunday, most of my family members came for our birthday party. And I remember, like, the only thing I remember was when it was time for the birthday cake, when my uncle told me to do this, like, or eat the cake. He told me to, like, just like keep it like that, and then he did this, and then like it like covered my whole glasses. These are not the same exact thing, but it's been it's like the 5th time since I broke my glasses. These were my old glasses, but this one has glue in it, and it's deformed because like the tape freaking melted the plastic. I tried to get it off, but it's still fogged, so I was like, fuck it. And all the way to March 18th, it was sunset, and we were arriving at our cousin's house, Logan's house, for my baby cousin's birthday, his 2nd birthday. And we had to go to Wawa because my dad wanted to get a cup of coffee. Well, not really a cup of coffee. It was like coffee in a can with no sugar or milk. It was just plain. And my dad told me to drink it, and I'm like, ugh, it's bitter. And we got to, and it was like 2 or 3 blocks away from my cousin's house, because it was near my cousin's neighborhood. And when we got there, my godmother opened the door and was like, oh, I don't know why I said that, but that scared me a little bit. So when it was time for his birthday, like his birthday song, we told him to blow the candle, but instead he touched the candle with his fingertips, and I heard like tss, and then he would like, and my uncle's girlfriend would like, and my middle brother was also, like, everybody was surprised because he did that, but he didn't cry. He felt pain, but he didn't fucking cry. And I wanted to have a sleepover with him. So the next day in the morning, we wanted to go to the trampoline with water, because there was this like thing to add a hose in it, and to splash or sprinkle water on the slide. So we did that, and we stayed there for at least an hour or two. So when we were done, we had to change, but me and my brother didn't have any clothes. So instead, my uncle gave me his Nike shirt, and I still wear it. It still fits me. And when we had to arrive to my house, we went to McDonald's first, and I was reading like Bad Kitty. And that year, Bad Kitty was my favorite book. And we arrived at our house. When I opened the door, it was clean. My house was clean. It used to be dirty, but it was like very clean. I went inside me and my brother's room, and I saw my cat Lucius hiding because he didn't know who it was. And like every time when someone comes to our house, he would always be scared because he won't know who it is. So it was fun. And all the way to April 8th, 2017 was when I had to go to Cocoa Beach with my other cousins. They're Gabby and Juan Carlito. Juan Carlito and Gabby used to be like nice and fun last year, but this year, back in April 2018, they were rude. But when we arrived at Cocoa Beach, there was my godparents, my cousins Franklin, my baby cousin Blake, my other baby cousin Brandon, and my cousins Logan and Jaden. So I was walking by in the playground, I came across one Skittle which was lemon flavor. It was buried under rubber pieces on the playground. I picked it up. I didn't want to eat it, but I decided to give it to my baby cousin, and I told him, "Do you want this?" And he said, "Yeah." He was about to grab it, and then I just dropped it, and then I stomped on it, and then my baby cousin was like, and like he didn't cry about it. He just stomped on it like the same thing I was doing, and then like half an hour passed, and there was a Disney cruise ship. I didn't know, or I didn't listen to the honk because I was just like focusing on recording it. Sorry about that, but and I went to the beach with Gabby, and she started talking about my channel, and I started to like blush because she was talking about it, and I felt embarrassed. And I went to the beach, and it didn't last long. Like I saw my other grandma, my mom, my godmother, and my aunt sitting on a chair near the ocean, and I was playing with my baby cousins, and we had to go home. So I think we came back at 9 or 10. I don't really remember, but we didn't we had to go to the gas station first because we wanted to drink and eat something, and we arrived home and went to sleep. So a few days passed, and we arrived to April 22nd, 2017, in which it was my cousin's baptism. So I had to get up early because we had to leave early, and my mom and dad dropped me and Alex off to our cousin's house, and there was only my aunt there, and she was getting ready. So when she said we gotta go, we ran to their blue car, and we went to a church, I think Isaac Church. I don't really remember their name, but we were so late that it was too late to see him getting baptized. But it didn't really matter when we got back to my cousin's car. My aunt said if we wanted some McDonald's, and everybody said yes. And my cousins Logan and Jaden were there, and I got a Big Mac as always. And then when we were done, we went to my cousin's grandma's house to finish our food, and then we arrived at Logan's house, and I saw people coming quickly. My dad putting ceviche on the counter, and my cousin Gabriel setting up his Nintendo Switch, and it was really fun. So almost a month later, in May 20th, I think it was my cousin's birthday or something, but we arrived at the same church. I'm not sure if it was for baptism or something, and we had to wait there because we didn't want to disturb the Pope, so we had to stay there for like almost half an hour. And then I wanted to go to my cousin's car again, and she asked if we wanted a McDonald's, and we said yes. And then we got the same thing, and we went to my cousin's grandma's house to finish it, and then we went back to my cousin Gabriel's house. My aunt had to leave, and she had to go to work, and I got in the house, and my cousin asked if I wanted some pizza, and I said sure, and then she started to give me a plate of pizza, and it was 10, I think, 10 or 12, and we got back home, and that was the end of 2017. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time. See ya.